Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here, Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Eduardo Rodriguez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Up around the face. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Mookie Betts. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Alonso, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards to him. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Round and right at the shifted infielders. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready once again, David Hauser. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Line towards center field. Jackson has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Leading off the inning, David Hauser, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, that's win number 90 on the season for them so far, and they've been a force on the field all year long. And by the looks of it, they're not done yet.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Both Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the... Standing in, David Hauser. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Oh, yeah, Matty boy. It's time right here, D-Row, to start getting greedy. You win the first 2 of a 3-game set at home. It's time to get greedy and go for the sweep.
Yeah, you got to take care of business in front of your home fans. Without question, that's exactly what this team's doing.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Now batting, Max Kepler. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Oh, he spoke too soon. He beats it out at first. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Stepping in, David Hauser. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Cervelli recovers and he makes the throw to first. Hauser is retired. Digging in, David Hauser. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Popped him up. Hernandez has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Next up for the Red Sox, Austin Jackson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So at the plate, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him. So stepping in, number 9. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 3-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. In there, now the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More matinee baseball. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hauser has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. A 1-run game, 6-5 to final today. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the
After not heeding a manager's instruction, this player is hit with a consequence. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Afternoon. Johnny Nottingham gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, or he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, keep an eye on Elvis Andrus. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now that's popped up. Smoke is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, David Hauser. He's set, and the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Adams, base runner at first with 1 out. 0-2 once more. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, David Hauser. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in and looking for more, Ian Desmond. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Ian Desmond.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Hauser. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs. Striding in once again, David Hauser. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the 5-1 the final total in today's game. The Rangers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Rick Porcello earns win number 15 on the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more Sunday afternoon, Aaron Blair will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early, if he's good.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Stepping in, David Hauser. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Orioles, second baseman.
First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fellas, this Rangers ball club as they begin play, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Now that's popped up. Smoke over to his right. He's got it 1 away. So digging in now, David Hauser. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, not the prettiest of swings, Dero. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done.
Yeah, a little choke and poke right there. He flipped the bat out there and was able to find a little empty green grass. Not pretty, but he'll take it.
9.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
1 out now in the Orioles' 4th. And standing in now, the 3rd baseman, Manny Machado. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive, but he comes up empty. And this is big trouble now out in right center. The relay, the tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Well, clearly they challenged the guy they shouldn't have right there. He's got a missile launcher for an arm, so when he saw him trying to stretch a double, he unleashed one to cut him down, so probably won't be doing that again in this one.
Now at the plate, Steven Souza, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hauser on third with 2 out. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Cespedes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Orioles leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll start off the 5th in this one. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit ball to second. Hauser fields it cleanly. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So next to the plate for Texas, Joey Gallo. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Pulls this one into right. Souza is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Ready for another shot now, David Hauser. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Come on,
Hits
get there,
this one
get
hard
there.
the other way. Odor has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, David Hauser. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah,
You never
great
want
job
to beat
right
a
there.
pitcher
You
that
squared up on
breaks a
that
guy
side.
out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Stepping up now, number 9. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Manny Machado now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Texas Rangers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Derek Holland earns his 12th victory in the ball game. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score.
Getting set for evening baseball from the Big A, Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Angels have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Garrett Richards gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Now at the plate, David Hauser. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Leading off the inning, David Hauser, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hauser.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Calhoun is there, 1 away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Calhoun.
On a rope to the second baseman. Now at the plate, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
David Hauser.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear him.
Digging in once again, Roberto Perez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Roberto Perez.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his right, Hauser. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Digging in, David Hauser. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Manny Machado, is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Hauser leads off first with 1 away. Popped up. Joseph is there. 2 down. Eighth inning here from Orange County. Homestanding Angels looking to put the finishing touches on this one as you get a look at our line score. Next will be the designated hitter, Eugenio Suarez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on its way. Strike taken to throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back to Angel Stadium right after this.
Hey, the more things change, the more they just stay the same for this guy. That's save number 45 of the year. He's taking advantage of nearly every opportunity.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Los Angeles took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Garrett Richards gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Sean Doolittle hammers down the save, his 45th on the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in
Our final
Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Halos aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Tyler Skaggs, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer. Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Popped high in the air. Reagan is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's got a 7-game hit streak going right now. That's a good, solid week. What a foundation to build on. I think he's getting to where he's starting to feel real comfortable seeing the ball, and he's swinging it really good right now.
At the plate, Sierra. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Number 46.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe. Fuentes, the runner at third. Hauser on second. Sierra on at first with 2 down. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Trout to the track. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Orioles leave him loaded. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. So striding in, Gerardo Parra. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Ball grounded towards second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Striding in, David Hauser.
Second baseman, David Hauser.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Oaks is there. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. Into the box now, number 10. He enters play, hitting down in the 240s for the year.
Number 10.
The 1-1. Via drag bunt, he gets it down, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Settling in now, Christopher Reagan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
And on the ground out to second. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame. Little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Hauser. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Now in the box, number 10. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ortega is off at first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Angels 4 and the Orioles 1. Ready now for Baltimore, David Hauser.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 delivery. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Manny Machado. He was a ground-out victim last time up. The 2-1 home. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. In time, and he is nailed at second. In now, Mac Nunn. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Mac Nunn.
1-1. Hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those.
David Hauser will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Fuentes stands at first with 1 out. Now a move over to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Nothing in the Baltimore ninth. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the 0-1. Weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and the Orioles will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Orioles put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Mike Wright claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach Britton closes the door for the save, his 42nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Now from the home of the Angels for nearly a half-century, there's a look inside Angels Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it's coming up next. Hank Cox is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. In is Gerardo Parra.
Batting second, left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
Out towards second. Hauser is right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Mike Trout, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Mike Trout.
Ground ball right side. Hauser takes. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gerardo Parra. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Angels 3 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the 3rd from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Stepping up to the plate, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
David Hauser.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So striding forward now, David Hauser. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So coming to the plate, David Hauser. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. A one-run finish today, 5 to 4 the final score. Los Angeles came through. Folks filing into Fenway Park here in Boston on a fine Thursday evening for baseball. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Get ready for Red Sox baseball next. Roenis Elias will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Ready now, David Hauser, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon, and that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts is in his tracks now. 1 gone. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's the team leader in home runs, so he's having a nice year so far. It's always a good feeling when you can lead.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Betts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Run as he rolls over it to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. In now for the O's, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
David Hauser.
First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Make the turn. Find the ball.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 2 and the Red Sox nothing. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Hauser.
David Hauser.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Oh, it wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Kepler going back, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. David Hauser.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Skied into straightaway right. Betts giving chase. 1 away. Coming to the plate now, David Hauser. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Hauser.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Kimbrel is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start, run on 2 hits. Striding in for Boston, number 22. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
Balls up, balls up.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Hauser is there for it, and that ends the inning. Perhaps a Pyrrhic victory there. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Bo Sox jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Rufus Allen claims the win out of the pen, his first. Into its second century, but still one of the best around. Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Red Sox baseball is next. Coming to the plate now, David Hauser. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Row, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency. It looks like they're playoff bound, but the thing is, you need to keep going and not take your foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, you need to be rewarded for the marathon, and that's exactly what this team has done. They've already clinched a playoff berth, and now they get ready for the sprint. Try and find a way to get healthy, but not lose focus.
2 balls and a strike.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Fuentes aboard here at first with nobody out. He stays alive, still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore. Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's on the ground out to second. Hauser ranges. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Red Sox turned away in the first. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cervelli, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-1 pitch. Toward second. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. Stepping into the box, David Hauser. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Digging in, Manny Machado comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Bogaerts shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Steven Souza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Bounce to first. Alonso is there. The second for 1. On to Alonso. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The inning is it sent out to second. Hauser gloves it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Galvis.
0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1-1.
Down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Bill Prado takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 40. Bill.
Standing in, David Hauser will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Now another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Bogarts has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up, and an easy ground ball as the result.
Ready for another chance. David Hauser. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hauser.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down. Into the box now, Freddie Galvis. He'll start things out against Scott Kazmir as we get the inning underway.
Starting to run up. They haven't been able to score any runs late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Orioles are on top 3-0. Now to the plate, David Hauser. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
David Hauser.
Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball that time, not even close.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The 1-2 fouled off. The 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Sierra at third. Adams over at second. Fuentes at first. 2 out in the inning. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Full count now. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Now at the plate, Manny Machado. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-1. This one's flared out toward left. And that'll get down for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Ready once again, Steven Souza. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here's the pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's now batting Kirk Neuenhuis. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string it together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Throw on to first, and the Orioles have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series as this one is over. 6-0 the final shutout score today.
The final line score for our ball game.
Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside Fenway Park in Boston. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming up next. David Price gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age of the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty V. I think one of the toughest things, D-Roll, is to keep playing with this sense of urgency.
Well, the play's been made in that retirement. Here's Mookie Betts. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in.
Now the Red Sox DH, Max Kepler. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hit out toward second. And that's through into center field. Base hit.
No runner, cut it.
And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
He took that back.
Stepping in, David Hauser. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Standing in, David Hauser. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Goes to third with it. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it, too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Now the 0-2 from Price. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. Digging in, Marco Hernandez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Definitely tried to elevate.
At the plate, Mookie Betts. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground. Diving stop. The throw in time. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding into the box, David Hauser. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Getting late. 8th inning now from Fenway with the Red Sox on top as you get a look at our game's line score to this point. Next up for the Red Sox, Kirk Neuenhuis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Kepler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit ball to second. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They're up 5-1.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-2 the final today. The Red Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. David Price
player has addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. The coach advocates a more disciplined approach.
We're a few blocks west of the... Chase Anderson gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball thrown. It'll be...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball. Stepping in, David Hauser. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
David Hauser.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, it was an up-and-down homestand, 5-4, but they left on a winning record. They got on the tarmac to get on the plane, feeling pretty good about where they're at as a ball club right now. First game of this road trip, they're going to have to smack them in the mouth right in the first inning.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gallegos is in pursuit.
Find the ball, find the ball.
But he can't get to it. And that'll score the runner from second as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
So stepping in, Manny Machado. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. Pickoff move to second. And late reactions, and they got him. Stepping in for the Jays, Robbie Gallegos, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hard on the ground towards second. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. Digging in to try it again, David Hauser. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Popped him up. Vogt over to his left. He's got it one away. Striding in once again, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Last half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Now at the plate, David Hauser. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
David Hauser.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A little low. It's 2-2. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in now the third baseman, Manny Machado. Throw over to the bag, a dive, but he's back. Hauser, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Eugenio Suarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Digging in and looking for more, Steven Souza. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Here's the 0-1. Now the double steal is on here. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch. So digging in now, Robbie Gallegos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Round to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play. Stepping up now, David Hauser. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Ready for another shot now. Manny Machado, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the belt, the pitch. Hit across the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Now at the plate, Devin Travis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-1 at the end of this one. Tuesday night baseball. Next to bat for Toronto, Robbie Gallegos. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
That's up, that's up.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Digging in, David Hauser. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
David Hauser.
Hit the other way out toward right field. McCormick is there, and that retires the side. 3 up. Now at the plate, Robbie Gallegos. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Robbie Gallegos.
1-2. Here it comes.
1-1-1.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself, and a great job of pitching. So striding in, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Here's the 0-2. And that one misses way inside.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Gets this one hard the other way. Tulowitzki for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Digging in once again, David Hauser, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. At the plate, Rob McCormick. He singled his last time up.
Rob McCormick.
And back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Hauser. Hurry. Throw in time at first for route number 2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kendrys Morales. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second. On to first, a double play. Into the box now, David Hauser.
Second baseman, David Hauser.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land out there just foul. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Scooped up, and there's one down now. Striding in, Jorge Flores. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Flores.
On the ground, out to second. He'll get to this one. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the forced to settle. Here's Kendrys Morales.
Number 25. Kendrys Morales.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
1-1-1-1.
Attempt here. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, you know, he had a...
Settling in now, David Hauser. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Looking up is Pilar. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center as they pull even. It's 6-6 now.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, and it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Robbie Gallegos. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double.
1-1-1.
That might keep the game tied. How's up with it? And that's the second out. Now in the box, David Hauser.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Hammered the other way to deep right field. English ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In now, Robbie Gallegos.
Leading off for Toronto, left fielder, Robbie Gallegos.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Up.
Here's a high pop-up. And there's your first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 0-1.
2-2-2.
Back up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit, one left. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Ready now for Baltimore, David Hauser.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, David Hauser.
Second baseman, David.
First offering on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pilar's there. And he makes the catch for the second out. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Blue Jays posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win.
First for the Victoria.
Broadcasting live from Oriole Park. Scott Kazmir gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, David Hauser. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First offering on its way. Hit down the third base line. But this is foul for the first strike. Adams is off at first with 2 away. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
McCormick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs here on a base. Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
1-1-1.
Squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't go quite according to plan. At the plate, David Hauser will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
McCormick ranging forward. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Kendrys Morales. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Hit hard to the right side. Hauser from the out. Yes. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, David Hauser. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hauser.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Shot weakly to the left. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an